Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Huncho, back at you again with another video. And we gotta talk about what's been going on in Croydon within the last 24 hours or so, because I know a lot of you would have heard the news about 10 people being stabbed in 5 separate attacks within 3 hours or so of each other last night, but over the past couple of hours, believe it or not, there's been another stabbing in Croydon. If you guys want the latest updates as they develop, make sure you're following me over on my Instagram. I'll leave it in the description because I always post on there as stories start to develop. Anyone who follows me over there already will know that as soon as I get news, I'll drop it on there first before I even make a video about it. But let's get into the latest stories. So, what exactly happened in this situation? Well, this all started off at around 6:56 p.m, where emergency services were called to Chapman Road, again located in Croydon, to reports of a stabbing. When they arrived, they found a male was suffering from stab injuries, but his condition was later assessed as non-life threatening when he was rushed to hospital. Then, around 20 minutes later, at 7:15 p.m, 4 males, all aged in their 20s, would present themselves to Croydon University Hospital, where all of them had been suffering from either stab or slash injuries. As it stands right now, one of the 4 males is in a life-threatening condition, while the others are believed to be okay and recovering. Then, near enough an hour later, at 8:08 p.m, police were called to Wisbeach Road to reports of a stabbing. When they arrived, it's believed that 2 males had been suffering from stab injuries. One of the males was rushed to hospital before police arrived, where his condition is believed to have been non-life-threatening, whilst the other person was found at the scene, and despite the best efforts of paramedics, he would go on to unfortunately be pronounced dead at the scene. The man has been named locally as Lavs, and it is believed that he was originally from Peckham, but this hasn't fully been confirmed as of yet. A witness to the stabbing, who declined to be named, told reporters, "I heard someone shouting, but it's normal because people drink outside. I came down and saw 2 police and 2 ambulance people on the ground with the person who had been stabbed." She went on to say that she saw medical staff make an incision in his torso, adding they tried really hard to save him, but there was a lot of blood. There was blood everywhere. It looked like he was cut in the leg and they tried to stop it bleeding. My husband was outside for 45 minutes and said that the person's stepdad showed up and said that he was 21. His mum was here also. She was crying and she was in pieces. It was terrifying. My son's 19 and I'm worried for him. The Metropolitan Police would go on to say that a group of males actually came to the address in this situation and that the man was stabbed in an altercation. But the stabbings didn't stop there, because around 45 minutes later, at 8:51 p.m, 2 more males would turn up at Croydon University Hospital after 2 males presented themselves with stab injuries. The condition of one of the males at this current time is described as life-threatening. Then, at 9:12 p.m, police were called to Dingwall Road to reports of a stabbing. When they arrived, a victim was found suffering from non-serious stab injuries, and subsequently 2 males, including the victim, would go on to be arrested on suspicion of GBH. As it stands right now, the police have come out to say that there isn't any evidence to suggest that all of the stabbings were connected, and that they are being treated as isolated incidents. So adding all of these stabbings up together, this resulted in 10 people being stabbed in 5 separate attacks within the space of 3 hours. 1 man unfortunately died and 2 others were seriously injured, where they are currently in hospital, where their condition is believed to be life-threatening. But the stabbings didn't stop there, because it was only quite literally a few hours later, at 3 p.m. today, police were called to Oakfield Road, again in Croydon, by the London Ambulance Service to reports of another stabbing. When they arrived at the scene, a 24-year-old man was taken to hospital, and following an assessment, the victim's condition has been confirmed as non-life-threatening and non-life-changing. According to one local, they said some boys were arguing and one went into the butcher's and got a knife and chased the other guy down the road and then stabbed him. And so a crazy 24 hours in Croydon, where multiple people have gone on to be stabbed in these situations. And I know a lot of people are going to be questioning, well, where was the police when these situations were happening? And as it stands right now, I'm unsure, but it is believed over the past few hours they have bumped up the police presence around Croydon. But I do want to take this time out just to say rest in peace to the young man that died in this situation, and I am hoping the people that are in hospital right now fighting for their lives pretty much are able to pull through and are able to recover from their situations. But let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Ape Huncho, and I'm out.